Welcome back, you guys, to my channel. My name is Kim. If you're new, hey you guys, thank you for stopping by and welcome to my channel. You may see nicks coming in and out of the video. This is my first video filming back since I've taken a week off for vacation. I attempted to film while on vacation. That did not work out well. I couldn't get my mic to work while on, and I had no sound. So the video I did film, yeah, it didn't work too well. So she is very needy, so hopefully she's not going to draw blood as I attempt to continue to remove her from screenshots. Otherwise, you're going to see her tail in and out. But anyways, yeah. So today's video is updating you on my progress from TBR, kind of my wrap-up of June's TBR, and then doing the Deck of TBR for July. I'm hoping my TBR game is going to be nice to me because I am participating in the Quest-A-Thon hosted and created by basicallybookishreads, and I will have her channel linked down below. So I have 9 books I've already pulled for that Quest-A-Thon, readathon. I'm super excited about it. It's very casual. It is a month long and it starts July the 1st. So yeah, I need to get these books on this TBR game. So I have those, and then I need to update you on my wrap-up of how I did on last month's TBR as well. It did not happen very well, but yeah, we're going to get into that. Then I have my cards that I need to shuffle up. I have these here. Then I have my wheels for when that happens. I have my notepad in front of me so I can reference back to them. The only thing I need to get is my handy dandy pen to write down for July's TBR for that. And let's get started. Enough other rambly bits. Yeah, and I will link my playlist down below. I still have not shuffled in the cards from the previous games. I went back. I did not start this game, as I mentioned in June's TBR at midway point. I didn't start this game until November. That is why I still have a decent sized deck still going on, because I didn't start until November. Once I get down to only a few cards, then I'll shuffle them back in, and then we'll start up again. Another recap, I do not do punishments for not reading all of my books. I know some people do with their TBR games, but again, this is just a guiding for my reading. If I feel it, great, but I don't punish myself for not getting through it. It just helps. It's a fun way to choose a TBR. Again, it's a guiding. If I get to them, great. If not, then we'll move on. Alright, so the first order of business, how did I do on my June's TBR? Not great. Alright, my mood read, I did keep this book, Shadow Flame. It was the first book, no, it's actually the second book of the series, and not the first one like I thought it was, but still, it gave me a good feel for the series. I do still want to get the first book. Loved it. I really did. It flew by. It got me engaged in the series enough that I want to go back and get the actual first book to discover all the ins and outs. There was a lot of drama going on. Kind of a unique spin on everything. Very engaging characters. Alright, so you're following David and Miranda, but I believe she goes by Mira, and with her friends. A lot of political intrigue going on, a lot of power plays, a lot of relationship shenanigans going on. A triangle went on that I was not expecting. So, a lot of stuff going on, really intriguing, a lot of relationship growth goes on. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it 4 or 5 stars. I really did enjoy it. It was my first book by Diane Sylvan. Loved it. Loved it, loved it. If you're into vampires, relationships, that type of urban fantasy, paranormal type of book, I would highly recommend it as an adult, definitely. I did not get to this, and the only reason I did not finish it, as you can tell, slightly over the halfway point. I forgot it when I went on vacation. I took all my other books. Somehow this one didn't make it in my bag. That's the only reason I did not finish this book. So it's my goal. I am going to put it in. It's not on my list of my 9 books that I need to read, but I'm going to finish it. That was so disappointing. I got up there and I was going through my bag. It's like, no! Yeah. So I will finish it. I can't wait to see how this book evolves and solves and resolves itself. I know there are several books after this. I cannot wait to be able to get more out of this series. So between this author, Diane Sylvan, between this one and my Elemental Assassins books, these 2 authors are going to keep me busy. Jennifer Estep is the Elemental Assassin series. So between these 2, Diane Sylvan and that other series, they're going to keep me busy for a while. So, but hey, that is a reader's problem. That is a great problem to have. I know as I'm reading other books, I have 2 great series that I will slowly, it doesn't have to be now, but I know they are great series. And I get into a dry spell that I'm not enjoying my others. I know I can fall back on these, and I know I'm going to enjoy them when I get to them. Yes, so I will get this one read probably by the end of the week because I don't have much left. And when I sink my teeth into them, it goes by fast. I DNF this. Short stories is not a format for me. I'm passing it on to my local, what do they call it? I always mess up the name, Little Free Libraries. I'm donating it to that, getting rid of it. Short story collections are not for me. It's being passed on. I will get $1 because if you read, or not read, if you watched my intro to my book TBR bookcase self-destruct video, where this is part of that series, that was on it. It was part of that, so that's kind of a sneak peek of that. This was on this TBR, so you kind of know about that book. It's not a format for me. It's being DNF'd. It's being passed on. It's going to the free little library to someone who loves short stories. But anyways, I get $1 for every book that comes off of this bookcase over here that I had gotten out of control because of all the book boxes that I had previously bought, subscribed to, and now I'm paring it down. That's where a lot of my books come from when I play my TBR game. So that either I'm attempting to read, or DNF them if they're not jiving with me, and that happens to be a format that is not for me. But I read 2, were not great, didn't jive with me, so it's going on. Alright, I did not complete this one. I will continue to slowly read it. There was so much going on. I did take it up to vacation with me. It was just not the time. A lot was going on vacation, but I did read more. I was on like 44, 45 pages in. I got up to 124. So I did read a good chunk of it while on vacation. I will still continue to read it, intermixed with my Quest-A-Thon, hopefully. I will still read it as I go. He is a little bit more involved author, so I'm taking a little bit at a time. It's a little bit slower read because of that. Getting into his world, he's not one that gets me sunk in because it's almost a dual timeline going back and forth, so that takes my brain a little bit of time to grasp everything because it is switching back and forth a lot. That is just me. Some authors I can pick up on that and it doesn't bother me as much. For him, because it's so engrossive, so detailed, it takes my brain a little bit more time. But I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying Nevernight. I am doing that. I am enjoying it. I love Assassins. It's just developing her story and understanding all of that and all the rich detail that he is putting in. So I am enjoying it. I haven't DNF'd it, so I'm still going a little bit at a time. will take. Sometimes it does take that. Some authors, you read a little bit slower to absorb everything, and it could be the time, season for that. I have not yet picked this one back up, so I'm not DNFing it yet. I haven't given it a second chance. It will go over back on my bookcase until I get a chance to give it a second chance, because I didn't get it a second chance this month. The same thing with this one. This goes back over on my bookcase to be read, because I didn't pick this one up either. Yay! So those will return to my bookcase over there for that. So let me return those and clear off so we can get started with the picking of the books. Now for the fun parts. Shuffle up my small deck of cards. And if you noticed, I have, if it will, I don't know if it will show you, I have done a mini manicure. I've reshaped them. They're a little bit on the short side right now, but I am attempting to grow them out. I just got back from, like I said, vacation from last week. I took off all of the dip powder that I had on them. I did better this last go around, but I am reshaping them into a more almond shape, so they're really, really short right now. I had to go in a little bit shorter on some ends because I had some weird splitting on a couple of my nails. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it cut up, like, where was it? Like on this nail, like it split up here, but there was nail down here, but it split way up here. It was very odd, so I ended up coming in at a weird angle on that nail. So, but it will grow it out as it goes. But the powder seems to make my nails stronger. They felt stronger, so they didn't break. So we're going to continue growing out. I mean, my thumbnails are fairly strong. So we're going to keep growing them out and shaping them as I go, and I'll get better at shaping them too. And my cuticles didn't have as much gunk on them, so I did better with that. So I'm learning. If you guys have any tips on how, if you guys are good nail technicians or have friends that are nail technicians, hello, Miss Nix. You're going to see her tail. There it is. Go right across the camera. Sweet girl. Yeah, but tips, tricks of how to, because my nails are quite thin. They always have, not just because of the dip powder, because I've only gotten into that. That's the only like third set I've ever put on my nails ever. So I've never really painted my nails, because even just regular polish, because it always would chip off within 10 minutes of me putting it on. So any tips, tricks on how to get nails to be stronger, natural nails to be stronger over time, leave me comments down below, because I would appreciate it. Because I would love to have longer nails. Not super duper long, because I do contacts and stuff, but longer would be nice. Not just short little nibbies that I have currently. Anywho, so nice and shuffled up. I'm going to do it one more time because it's a little bit harder because I have fewer cards, but we will continue to do as I need. Alright, so nice and shuffled again. My face cards like kings, queens, jacks, they all have specific ones, and I have them marked in my notebook that I'll flip back to, and then all the other suits cards outside of face cards are on my phone, and I'll record them as we go. Just kind of a minor recap for that. Alright, so here are my decks. Again, you will know my cards before I do. Alright, here we go. Alright, so a 2 of clubs, so let's write that down. Alright, so these are challenges. Again, I'm going to try to pull from my Quest-A-Thon books first, and if I can't find one to fit there, then I'll come over to my bookcase. But we're going to try to get from my other books first. Alright, so these are challenge cards. Just spin it. somewhere I've been. Yeah. I don't know if I have anything like that. I think this will actually work. I think this is supposed to be, this is either in Louisiana, in that area, or it's in South Carolina. One of those, it's in one of those two places, so it's going to be kind of a stretch because I've been in both locations, areas. In the states that those areas are in. So I'm going to be it as a stretch of a location that I've been. So this is one of my Quest-A-Thons, so I'm going to put that as that. And then once I pull, I'm doing 5 draws, hopefully. And then the others, I'll share whatever books don't get pulled, I'll share the rest of them with you. So again, this was Deadly Sting by Jennifer Estep. This is one of the Elemental Assassins books that I was mentioning earlier on my recap of my June TBR. So this was the other author I was talking about. So again, it's kind of shiny, but yes. So Deadly Sting. Continuing on, this is either book 7 or book 8 out of that series. There's like 19 books out of that. So there is draw number 1 out of 5. So let's not put it on that page because I will need that later. I know, sweet girl. Yeah, you can't be up here while I'm filming. I know you want to though. Alright. Draw number 2. See if I can get it to focus. And there goes her tail. Yeah, my girl. Okay, so we got a queen. Yes, you want to be my queen? Yeah, my girl. Alright, so Queen of Diamonds. Kind of see her ears right here. Alright, so Queen of Diamonds. Alright, so our queen cards are mood pick. Alright, so a mood pick. So out of these, what do I want to be as a mood? I will do Mason as my mood pick. So Mason is a Kindle Unlimited book, and I can put a picture up on the screen for you. It's a Kindle Unlimited. I don't know how well it will. No, it's not gonna. But this is Mason. It's by Nisa Catherine. This is book 4 or 5, I think, out of the series. It doesn't tell me. But yeah, because it's black and white, so I don't think it's going to translate other than the glare. But if I don't see it, when I go back and edit, I'll put a picture up on the screen for you guys. But yeah, so that's going to be my mood pick because I really have been enjoying this series. Kind of gives me the Christine Fien vibes for her Ghostwalker series. It's kind of that vibe of science experiment being done on military men to enhance them, that kind of vibe twist to it. So I've been enjoying it. The last book that I read wasn't as strong as some of the others, just by how the characters were portrayed in earlier books, being these really strong, dominant characters, and in their own story, they didn't live up to those. It was weird. But overall, I enjoyed the series. I think I ended up giving that particular book a 3-star. But overall, the series as a whole, I've been enjoying it. So, that will be my mood pick for that card. But it's a Kindle Unlimited book, so I will choose that as my mood read. So let's get back to my cards. Let's see what we have. So y'all know before me. Okay, 6 of Hearts. So this is back to the wheel. These are genres. If you're curious, the hearts are genres. Don't think we had that last time. Okay, so a dystopian book. Alright, So it's back on my docket. Finally found one. One of the few. So this is considered, this is inspection, I got it right this time, by Josh Malerman. This is considered a horror, thriller, dystopia, so it kind of fits into the dystopian type of, yeah, she's rubbing up on my tripod again, sorry about that, you guys. Genre, so it kind of fits all of those, so this one is back on my docket, so yeah, 10 books going on my docket. Is dealing with, like I said, 2 different schools, one for boys, one for girls, set for geniuses. I don't know a ton about it, but it's on the docket. It's kind of a mystery, thriller, horror, dystopian, kind of all of that in with this. So that is what I'll be reading. Yes. Alright, so 3 books out of the 5 to be drawn. Here we go. I didn't think I was going to make that. I thought I was going to have to look on my Kindle Unlimited service to find a dystopian genre book. Alright. Alright, so let us get over to our cards. Here we go. Alright, again, you will know the card before I do. Alright, so 8 of clubs. So 8 of clubs. 8 of spades. Get my cards right. So these are prompts. So we got a middle grades book. It's not on my list, but this is a book that I started earlier in the year, so I wanted to finish it out. This is Keepers of the Lost Cities. I've only 142 pages in. It's probably close to 500 and something pages. Yeah, it's over 480 something pages. So this is middle grades. First book out of the series. I've really enjoyed what I have read out of it. But like I said, a lot of stuff went on earlier this last school year that I didn't get to finish it. But what I've read, I've loved. So I want to get back into it. This gives me a reason to. Again, it's not on my TBR for the Quest-A-Thon. So, and it's fairly big. So yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be doing some extra reading, but didn't quite fit it on. But yeah, middle grades it is, so yeah. Only 2 books off of added on. It's not as bad as it can be so far. And it kind of has, kind of like Harry Potter kind of vibes, where she's living with a family. She didn't feel like she really fits in with her family, and then at a certain age, she's now being taken to another realm, per se, within our world. She's having to take these kind of tests, or per se, at the school to see if she belongs with this other group. And yeah, kind of like that. Dual worlds within our world type of scenario kind of set up. That's why I said it's not like Harry Potter, but it has those vibes to it. So I'm interested in it. I love Harry Potter. I was an adult when I read it, early 20s when it came out. So this, can't wait to see how it holds up. Like I said, I've enjoyed what I have read so far. I cannot wait to continue reading it, to see if I continue on with the journey, because there are a lot of other books to read. If so, another really good series if I enjoy it enough. So that's 4, possibly, not going to jinx myself, possibly 1 more draw, because if I got any jokers left in this deck, then that's an extra draw. Alright, possibly last draw, and then I'll go over the remaining books with you guys. You will know, do I have any extra draws, before me? Alright, I don't have any at all. 5, this is actually the clubs. 5 of clubs, and we will see what I have left. do we have? Pet pick. Oh no. Alright, well I will choose 3 of these books and see which one my lovely cat that I just kicked out of my room chooses for me. Yay! Can't wait. Alright, pet pick. These are always fun. Alright, so I have the book set up. I have the treats. I'm going to lure her away. Hopefully it's going to autofocus. Going to lure her away, and then we're going to drop them really fast. And then here we go. Oh, she's away from the books. All right. Got your treats. 1. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, good. Away. Hold on. Come here. Hold on. Because you're ready to go. So that is the one that she went for. So she chose this one. This is the book that she went for, Afraid to Fall. So as you saw, Afraid to Fall was the one that was chosen from my pet Nyx. I tried to get it all the pieces down at the same time. This is the one that she went to first. So Afraid to Fall, this is by Sutton Bishop. It's a romance from my Reveal book box, so I cannot wait to go and read this one. This is book 1 from Ancient Passages, book 1. So Ancient Passages. So it's adventure, going on adventure type of thing. So cannot wait to dive into that book for that. Alright, so those are all 5 of my books that made it from my Deck of TBR. There was 2 books that I couldn't pull, which was Inspection, which is dystopian, and middle grades book, which was Keepers of the Lost. So 3 books were pulled, which was Afraid to Fall and Deadly Sting, and then Mason was my Kindle Unlimited. And then I have 5 other Quest-A-Thon books, which I will share with you, that didn't get pulled because I only pulled 5 books for the Deck of TBR. 2 of them you already saw that were choices in the pet picks, which was Frostblood. This is book 1 of the book 1 from Ellie Blake. I don't know the name of the series, so I'm not sure what the series is called, but this is book 1. The little blurb at top says The Reign of Ice Must End. The second book in the series, The Reign of Fire Begins. So I'm not exactly sure what the series is actually called. But again, it sounds like it is a chosen one type of trope. So yeah, fantasy, I wouldn't say middle grades, young adult fantasy type book. It's been on my shelf for a while. I got it from a bookstore. It was a bargain price of $3.97, so I decided to pick it up. It's a teen, Frostblood. It's a teen book, so young adult. And then the next book, this is The Culling Trials. This is The Shadow Academy, I think is the name of the series. This is The Culling Trials, book 1 by K.F. Breen and Shannon Mayer. So dual authors. So here's that one. Again, I would say young adult, academy type of book. Again, I think it's a sibling trying to save a sibling from this academy. The apparently academy chooses you, and it's not a very nice academy. A lot of bad things happen there. A lot of people don't survive it. So she goes in and tries to save them. But typically it's male-oriented, and she has to pass herself off as a boy, I believe, from what I understood. All right, and then the next one, this is Spinning Silver. This came in a book box by Naomi Novik. I've read another Deadly Education, I think, by her, much thinner book. I really enjoyed that one. Much thicker book. This is a retelling. Sometimes retellings in me kind of hit or miss, so we'll see how it goes. This kind of has the Rumpelstiltskin type of retelling from what I gather, so I may enjoy it, may not, we'll see. Gonna give it a shot, but I've been wanting to read it for a while. So there's that one. And then I picked this one up from Barnes & Noble. This is Shadow and Bone, beginning of the series. It's been turned into a Netflix series. Have not watched it, by Lee Bardugo. So I want to see if I agree with the hype or not. I know a lot of people love this series, so we'll see what I think about it. So there is that one. And then used bookstore, I believe. No. Yeah, I think I got this from a used bookstore. This is a thriller, mystery thriller type of book. This is Look For Me by Lisa Gardner. So, yeah. These are all of the books, and I think I have one more book I'll put up on the screen. I think it's Wyatt. It's another of the continuing of the series from Mason. It's the next book after Mason of that series that I'm reading on my Kindle Unlimited, with the genetically enhanced soldiers, super soldiers, by Nisa Catherine. So that will be my last book for the Quest-A-Thon that I'll be reading. Yeah, so I will have a total of, so that was 11 books. If I stay true to my TBR, 11 books that I'm scheduled to read. Yeah, with the 2 additional books, because I had 9 originally, plus the 2 extras. So some of them are kind of hefty books, so let's try to get these where they don't topple on me. And I will show you without my 2 Kindles, because I don't have. I can kind of, we'll put these 2 as sub-ends. Oh, and we'll put in my actual ones that I'll be reading aside. So let's, alright, because I'm still reading these 2. Okay. Let's see if I can get this on screen. Alright. So, these are all the books. So, kind of a sub-in, continuing, and continuing. Yeah, I've got a lot of books on my docket this month. But if I stay true to my books, then, so technically I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 books total that I would read, which is about what I've read this month, because I was not true to my TBR. So not impossible, not undoable. Alright, so those are all the books that I need to get read. I will go on and finish this up because there's a few days left of June before July starts, like a day or so, because I'm pre-filming this a couple days early. So I'll hopefully have Shadows Fall done before July starts. Nevernight I will be reading intermittently throughout July, as I'm prioritizing the other books. All right, This has been a crazy filming. Yeah, with Needy Kitty has been making this a lot longer than it needed to be, a lot more segments than it needed to be outside of the pet pick. But awesome. Yeah, so those are the books. I'm excited to read a lot of them. Because I've already pre-picked them before when I discovered this Quest-A-Thon. I was super excited about it. Cannot wait to dive into these books. Yeah, leave me comments down below. Have you read any of these books? Are you going to be involved in this Quest-A-Thon and all of the things and all the good things? Tell me what you're reading, because I would love to know. I'm always on the hunt for new books. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And until my next one, happy reading, you guys.